Hello my beautiful champions, Uncle Butcher in the building with the final and the ultimate rogue setup in Diablo 4 Season 1. You can't get any better than this, trust me. I have tried every goddamn combination in the game, every aspect imaginable paired up with Paragon board and skill tree combos. Trust me, I tried every goddamn shit in the game, and this is by far the best setup to clear tier 100 nightmare dungeons without breaking a sweat and tier 90-80 dungeons as a speedruns. I have combined all the best aspects and stats in one amazing rogue setup, and like I said, you can't get any better than this. We will use Share Misery aspect, that's really important. We will not use Pantheon and Greaves boots, but instead we will use increased damage on freezed enemies as a crit damage buff. Only one unique item, that's it. We will not use Dagger, which is increasing our attack speed. In terms of the rings, guys, I tried shit ton of rings, and eventually I came back to Blade Dancer for Twisting Blades damage and damage against stun enemies, because we have tons of stun grenades all over the place and smoke grenade as well. And of course we're gonna stun distant enemies. We have 8% chance, and with Share Misery we can spread that status effect as well to other enemies, so we are increasing status effect. Don't get me wrong, for better DPS you could replace one ring and use something like this, where you have vulnerable damage, damage to close enemies, crit chance and crit damage. Really nice DPS ring for tier 70, tier 80 runs. But for tier 100, use health. Health is really important. You don't have to worry about resource regeneration, because since we are using Barber Heart, it will be counted as shadow damage. Invest only 1 point in shadow skill tree part, where by destroying enemies with shadow damage, you are getting resources back, and we will kill enemies in bunches and really quickly, so resource regeneration is never a problem. But on my rings, I try to increase my basic attack speed. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor. If you need help, I can recommend you DVING.net. These guys have been working for many years. Use my promo code RBDO or RBDIV to receive 15% discount on all services. In this set of smoke grenade is my little dirty secret. I will dash or shadow step into the group, use my shadow grenade or smoke grenade, excuse me, boom, and now I am dealing 20% damage to all surrounding enemies. And with Barber Heart it's pretty much game over. Easy money, my brother. But like I said, on my rings I tried all the combinations you could imagine. I tried the aspect which is increasing your damage based on your primary resource. I tried aspect which is increasing your damage against unstoppable enemies. I tried, of course, aspect which is increasing your damage or increasing your imbued damage potency against vulnerable enemies. And last one, but not the least one, where you are getting with each third basic skill attack 150% poison imbuement damage potency. So I tried everything, I tried multiple combinations, I mixed everything, and in terms of Paragon board, I optimized 6 Paragon boards, and I tried to use 7 boards as well, but 6 boards are giving me by far the best DPS output. I have managed to squeeze all the best DPS nodes out of this. I have best DPS glyphs. Of course you could use one glyph or switch one glyph for damage for damage boost against freezed or chilled enemies. But since we are not using Pantheon Greaves boots, we are not chilling enemies that often, so I took that away. Potentially with that one you could deal a little bit more damage, but in a build where you're using those boots which are chilling enemies. In our case, I took raw damage, which will work with your imbuement / freeze and without. That's really critical part of this build, how it works, that I'm dealing the same damage. I am dealing maximum possible damage to the enemies without triggering any of my imbuments or any other buffs. I'm killing enemies, and when I need some extra kick in the nuts, I'm using, of course, smoke grenade, freeze imbuement, and I'm using shadow step to deal damage to the enemies from behind. Then I'm dazing those enemies, dropping on the floor. You get the point. Butcher drops the mic. Bye.